Okay, hello everyone. I'm Melissa Christoffer. Does anyone not have a clue who I am? Everyone knows me, right? Maybe a little bit. I am one of Kristen's leaders, one of her builders on the Living Drop Collective. I have been building my doTERRA team for almost 3 years now. I think my anniversary is in April or May. I got to figure out what that date is because I need to start celebrating. You realize how exciting that is every year that it goes by, and you get more and more actively involved in this business. When I first started, I was just using the oils just for myself and my daughter, actually, is why I first started, and never thought I would do the business. In fact, when Kristen Tigges asked me if I would consider doTERRA as a business, I sat down on a phone call with her and her upline, Callie Kenny, and they went through all the compensation plan and everything that you guys have learned. And you know what my first question was? So what if I quit? Seriously, I wanted to know what it looked like when I quit, because I wasn't going to obviously do this forever. So I'll make a little money in doTERRA and sell some oils and whatever. Everyone keeps asking me all the questions anyways, so I'll just at least make some money doing it. And now here I am 3 years later, and I've completely overhauled my life with doTERRA. I literally have oils in every single room in my house. It's what I talk about all the time. All of my friends have doTERRA oils in their house. Some of my best friends are doing the business with me. My mom's doing the business with me. Anyway, it just completely changed. So I don't know where you're at in your journey. Maybe you're just at the very beginning and you're still wondering, hey, what does it look like when I quit? And that's okay. I want you to know this is a super safe place for you to be. But I can promise you that if you don't quit, if you keep pushing after it, if you implement some of the things I'm going to talk about today, you can be where I am. And I don't feel like I've even graduated. I feel like I'm still in a complete learning phase, and really just at the beginning of my business. But I did hit the diamond rank in November in doTERRA. Everyone probably knows what that means, right? That's pretty nice check that comes in, but there was a lot of work that came together to make that happen, and a lot of really committed people, lots of them that are on this call. So anyway, all your dreams can come true. How cheesy is that? But they really totally can with this business. But I want to tell you how it happens, because it doesn't happen accidentally. I promise you, even though sometimes I wonder, how the heck did I even get here? I didn't get to diamond on an accident, on a whim, just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, although I feel like it sometimes. And I know that Kristen didn't, because she's even more planned than I am. At least her hubby is. Thanks for joining us, Tyler. But I love that. I totally think about what happens when I quit. Good. I love it. I'm glad that you're honest about it, because we all have those feelings. So here is how you continue to move your business forward. Here's the whole crux of our whole night tonight: taking care of your team. And some of you are probably thinking, take care of my team? What I'm trying to do right now is enroll somebody. All I want to do is just enroll somebody. What do you mean take care of my team? I have 2 people on my team, and that's okay. This is still for you. Because I think that you should do it differently than I did it. Because when I first started out, I didn't take care of my team, because all I was worried about was just getting an enrollment, and I didn't even follow up with the people that I was selling oils to. That doesn't work. That's the fastest way for people to not order again, is never following up. So here's why I didn't follow up. Number 1, I didn't have a plan. That's what I want to help you establish tonight. Number 2, I was scared to death to follow up with the people that I enrolled. I don't know why I thought that they were going to tell me they hated their oils or something. Does anybody ever feel that way? You're like, I don't want to call them, because what if they're like, these don't work, and I can't believe you sold me $150 worth of stuff that doesn't work. Do you ever feel that? I did. Maybe I'm the only one. But I was just scared to follow up, which is so funny, because obviously I don't personally feel like $150 is a waste of money. And the other reason I didn't follow up is because I really didn't see myself in this long term. So I feel like the first thing that you really have to establish is, what are my goals? And why did I want to do this business in the first place? Because no matter if you want to do it forever, or you want to do it for 6 months or a year, or you don't even know, what most people who got started in this business are doing it because they love the oils, they've impacted their life, and they want other people to experience it. Am I right? You can either throw me hands up or like throw me in the comments or unmute yourself. Is that why you're doing doTERRA? Because you want other people to experience the oils the same way you did? Right? Okay, so that's pretty powerful, because that means that it doesn't matter if you do this business for a year or 6 months or like you quit next week. Like the reason you're in this is because you want people to have an incredible experience. So I say, how dare you not follow up with them and make sure they have a good experience with the oils, right? So let me teach you how to do that. First of all, write this down. This is a relationship business. Even if you're an introvert, extrovert, outrovert, I don't know, all the verts. This is a relationship business, and it is built on relationship. So if you have zero desire to be in relationship with any human on the earth, this will be a very difficult business adventure for you, I promise. And for me as an introvert, now I know I say this all the time. I know it's very shocking. I don't look like an introvert, but I am actually an introvert. I'm an outgoing introvert or an extroverted introvert. I don't know. Anyway, I don't love lots of relationships. In fact, when I take my strength finders, I'm a relator. I have only a very small group of people in my world that I'm actually in relationship with on a very deep level. I'm not the kind of person that has like a million friends. Y'all are like my best friends, okay? I have like 4 or 5. Actually, I have probably 1 that I really tell a lot to. And I have 3 or 4 that I'm pretty open with, and maybe 5 total that know like anything outside of just general knowledge about me. So, but this business, doTERRA, has required me to create relationships, because it's the only way to move somebody. And that's actually what people are looking for more than anything. When they do, Tyler, maybe you can help me out with this. I remember at convention, they were talking about why do people look for another job? Like especially women, like our age women, like 30 to 50 years old women. And I think the most of it was because they're looking for something outside of what they're currently doing where they can be in relationship with other people. Do you remember them talking about that? Or am I just totally making this up?
No, I think that was one of them. It was like a sense of connection with the people that they work with. Yeah.
Yes, a sense of connection for the people that they work with. So remember that this is a relationship business. So what you're doing every day when you're meeting people, when you're sharing samples, when you're enrolling people, when you're following up, when you're building and taking care of your team, you're creating relationships. Okay. So we want them to fall in love with their oils. We want them to go on a dating relationship with their oils. Do y'all remember? Anybody currently dating somebody, like not married? Like, is anyone still in the like gushy, mushy love stage with anybody? No? Yay, somebody. Oh, no, that's Laura. You're married, but you're still in the lovey-dovey, mushy, gushy stage. I love it. Okay. So when I first dated my husband, like I wanted to talk to him all the time, right? Like, I wanted to know what he was doing, and then what is he doing after that, and then what is he doing after that, and all this kind of stuff. Maybe you weren't like that. I was in love. That's what I want people to experience when they get essential oils. So what makes you fall in love with your oils? So this is where I want you to share with me. What makes you fall in love with your oils, or what did make you fall in love with your oils? What makes
that we didn't have to use antibiotics anymore. We cut out all the cleaning equipment, no bleach, no garbage in our house.
So
that's what made me fall.
If I could summarize, I would say you got results and you're saving money. Okay.
Right. Cool. Correct.
Yeah, that's a good one. So results, how they make me feel, that's results. That's results. Success was something I've struggled with. Natural solutions to ailments, that's results. Effectiveness without sacrificing toxins, non-toxic. Cool. What about like free oils? Does that make anybody love doTERRA? Okay, so maybe I should phrase it this way. They smell amazing, right? That's actually a really good one. Why would it be devastating to you if tomorrow doTERRA shut down, no more LRP, like you're done ordering oils? My frontline knows I'd be okay for a little while, but all y'all would be in trouble. Why are you like obsessed with doTERRA? Why do you love your essential oils? We have to know this because this is what we have to create for our customers. So there's a few things you aren't sharing. Company values. Ooh, that's good. I didn't have it on my list. Yeah, that's good. Okay, what about free product? So like the loyalty rewards program. Don't you love that about doTERRA? When you buy, you get like free product. What about support? Don't you all love the LDC Facebook page that you can literally search on there and instantly find all of this stuff? Like, I love that page. And there's so many others. So I love that I can text Kristen, especially initially, and I'm like, what do I do with this On Guard? Anyway, I love that. What about, and then you guys wrote saving money, company value. What about just the excitement of being together as a group? Like watching your friends get oils. Like, isn't that what keeps you engaged? Let's see what else. So without oils, my son wouldn't sleep. I'd be sick. My hubby would ache all over. Yeah, Crystal's like, I would never sleep again. I'd be so crabby. I know, right? Okay, so what we have done, so whoever enrolled you, they created that for you, right? There were specific things that they did. Now, part of it is you and your desire to continue to learn more, but they created that for you. So how do we create this? How do we create people excited about free product, about getting results, about having support, about being excited that they're in a group, saving money, being a part of a company that has values? It all starts with their enrollment. And there are tiny little things that you maybe don't realize that are extremely important, that are impacting this love affair, this dating relationship with them and oils. Here's the first one. Entering it into the computer right away. Does anyone like, who is this girl? I thought this was supposed to be like a call that helped me. I promise you, this is a big deal. I have had people on my team that have waited to enter enrollments, and they actually get called by that person and a couple days later and say, you know, I actually changed my mind and I don't want that anymore. That's happened at least twice because they didn't get entered in automatically. They've got buyer's remorse, right? That's not good. If you don't enter in their enrollment right away, what is that saying to that person? It doesn't really matter if you get these oils in 4 days or 6 days, like they're really not that exciting. I get on the computer immediately and I get that. Like, I'm like, if I taught a class and I get home at 10:30 at night, I'm still, even though I don't want to, going to enter that thing in at 10:35 when I walk in the door because I am so excited that that person is going to get their oils. I want them to have them instantly. I want them to have them as soon as possible. And so getting it in right away makes that happen. So entering it into the computer immediately. That's actually a really big deal. Right after I enter in their enrollment, I send them an email right away. Right, I'm sitting at my computer and I send it the minute I finish their enrollment because right away I want to get them connected to my resources. I want them excited about what they just got connected to. So I can give you guys my sample script if you really want to. It's not fancy. Hey, so-and-so, I'm so glad we got to meet today. I've processed your order. It is on its way. Call me or text me as soon as it comes in. I want to know. Don't you? Like want to know as soon as they get their oils? So I was listening to a leader who did a call on this just right before I was preparing for this. And she said, if they order anything like Natural Solutions or bigger, some of you have enrolled Natural Solutions or like diamond kits or every oil kits. She's like, that box is going to show up at their house and it is going to be the most gorgeous thing they have ever seen in their life. You need to tell them, I'm coming over as soon as you get it and I'm opening it with you. How exciting is that, right? Now, all of a sudden, you've taken this like thing that they're going to get in the mail just like every other package and you've made it this like big old deal because it is. And now they're going to come in this like gorgeous purple box. Have y'all seen the new purple boxes? This is just the family essentials, but I just ordered a Natural Solutions kit. It's literally the box is like, I can't show you because my screen isn't big enough. This huge box that opens up. There's just this gorgeous, like, it's just beautiful. How fun would it be to be there while they're opening it and get them excited about all this? If they're excited enough to order a Natural Solutions kit or a Diamond Kit, every oil kit, like they're probably going to be a good customer for you. So that's just an idea. So I've sent them an email. I've said, text me as soon as you get this. And then immediately I'm like, when they text me, I'm like, open up all the bottles. Smell them all. Find your favorite. Because I want them to crack the bottles. I don't want to show up at like a meeting with them a week later and I'm opening frankincense for the first time. That feels dirty. That feels like, ugh, you seriously haven't opened up this bottle in a week, 2 weeks? That's crazy. I want them opening up their bottles. I want them smelling them. I want them interacting with them. So that I say that in the email. I tell them how much the order is going to be. I tell them when I think it'll probably arrive. And I link them to a bunch of places where I want them to get connected. So I give them doTERRA's blog. I give them doTERRA's website. I give them the Pinterest page. I give them the YouTube page. I give them the whatever, Instagram page, the Facebook page. I want them to get connected to all of those resources. And then I make sure that I leave all my contact information there. And then at the bottom, I say, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook because I'm constantly updating things there because I have a social media that I do. And then I add them to our Facebook page. Do you add every single customer to the LDC High Vibe Living page? Because you should. It's amazing. I do that right away. I don't forget because it's going to take a few days for them to approve them. And so I want it to happen quickly. And then if they're a builder or they've expressed interest in the building, then you can actually add them to our builders Facebook page. Our upline, Marie Cottam, has a Facebook page that's very active with thousands of users. It's called Olio. Is it Olio Dream Team? Olio, O-L-I-O Dream Team. That would be one you could search out and join yourself if you want. That team has been just around longer than we have. They've been using oils for 8-9 years. And so there's just more users, more experience. That's one you can add them to. And then our immediate upline, Callie Kenny, also has a page, Team Aromasol. So if you're not a part of that one, you can be too. And the cool thing is those pages are doing constant giveaways, not constant, but lots of giveaways. And all of our whole team is eligible. So they can get connected to people all across the earth, really, that are using doTERRA oils. And that creates community. All right, so that's there. I entered into the computer immediately. I've sent them an email welcome, and I've entered them into the support network immediately. Something that I missed early on is the next point, setting up what can be called a lifestyle overview. So you can call it a lifestyle overview. You can call it a wellness consult. You can call it a membership overview. I don't care what you call it. But it's a time where you get together, whether it's over Zoom like this or FaceTime, or in person if they're local, and you chat. And it's normally about 45 minutes. And you go over lots of different things. So let me give you a list of what I feel like you have to go over in those meetings. The oils they have. Make sure that they go, whoa, I didn't realize I bought what I bought will do so much. That's what you want them to experience. You want to help them create a wish list. Do not leave only giving them ideas on what to use with the kit they have. They should be like, dang it, I should have ordered patchouli. You want them to say that kind of stuff, okay? Like the obscure ones, like you want them wanting bergamot and patchouli and elevation and balance and past tense and clary calm. Like write down the list of oils that are outside of the top 10 that you love and then write down why you love them. Like 4 or 5 of them is a good amount. And make sure that they want those too. Because they do. That's not like gimmicky or salesy. Can you imagine if I took away all your Clary Calm? No more Clary Calm. None. Gone. Forever. That'd be bad. So can you imagine someone living without Clary Calm? They're not going to know it exists unless you tell them about it. All right. Product must-haves. There was someone who just posted on the LDC. I don't even know who she is. Maybe y'all know her. Maybe she's a builder. I guess I don't know. But she's like, I'm about ready to edit my LRP. Here's the oils that I have. And she posted these big pictures of this like mega box full of oils. And I thought, dang, that girl actually has a lot of oils. I don't even know what I would suggest for her LRP. That's a dangerous place to be in the business when someone has every oil. Because then they don't have a reason to continue LRP forever. So what do they need to have on their LRP? Things that they use up. So what's on your LRP that you use up quickly? Lifelong Vitality.
I use lemon a lot.
Lemon is such a good one. Yep, to have them on their LRP every month. PB Assist. Look at you guys going crazy. Toothpaste, shampoo, detergent.
The
kids supplements.
Yep.
They have to know about that stuff. Most people go, oh, I had no idea that doTERRA had a whole cleaning line. Yep, well now you do, and it's awesome. So they have to know about the product must-haves. In fact, we just did, how long ago was that, Laura? We did the leaders must-haves. I kind of forgot about it, honestly, until she posted that. And then all of a sudden I searched leader must-haves and they're all right there. So it'd be awesome to get those in like a file somehow.
Yes. Who was it? Christina Canning?
Yes. Can you make her do
that?
that? She did the Frank promo in the file. Let's get her to do those videos. I created a link.
Can you just edit them and put them in the file, or do you have to remove them and re-upload them?
That's not what this call is about. I have no flipping clue.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
That's actually the real answer. I have no idea. I'm just joking with you. I hope she can do it, and I'm sure she can. Someone can. So product must-haves, and then explaining LRP. Please, please don't leave without explaining the loyalty rewards program. If you had to go back to ordering your stuff on a standard order, how would you feel about that? No more shipping points back, no more product of the month. That's how most people are going to order unless you explain the rewards program. If you want a good explanation on the rewards program, there are lots of them. I did a quick Monday motivational talk with Marie Cottam, our upline, and I kind of explained my thought process behind LRP, how I got out of my funk of feeling scared talking about that. That's not what this call is about necessarily, but I'd love to help you if you have some qualms about the loyalty rewards program and just how amazing it is. I think that will really help you in explaining LRP. And then 2 more things that you should do in that meeting is asking about hosting a class for you or doing the business, and asking for referrals. That's the area that I have starred on mine. That's where I'm going to improve this year. So here's a really good question to ask at the end, because it's like really awkward to transition and then ask about the business, right? Everyone's scared to do it, right? We're all being honest here. So here's what I think you should do. I think you should say, have you shared your oils with anybody? Or is that super threatening and scary to ask? It's not, is it? Have you shared your oils with anyone? Or who have you shared your oils with so far? And they're going to say, oh, well, I gave some Deep Blue to my husband, or oh, my teacher friend, or they're more than likely they're going to have shared. And that's your perfect segue into, I'd love to come host a class for you guys so that you don't have to be the only person that's educating them and being responsible for them learning. What do you think about hosting a class, super informal, 4 to 7 people? And then I can really, because by then you've established their wish list, right? And then I'd love to chip off some of these oils on your wish list. What do you think? Let's set a date. Super easy. That's how you set up a host. Maybe they're like, could do the business. Maybe you could see them doing the business. So I want you to chime in again here. Identify builder characteristics. What are they? What are the things? Like if you had this dream builder, what would they be like? Good communicator. Good. That's on my list. Great communication. Self-starter. Go-getter. They love to learn. They love to share. I call them oil obsessed. If they're like already got their wish list, like today, the lady that I met with, she was already put her LRP order together. We hadn't met yet. That's a really good sign of someone that could do the business. They're super energizing to you, like when you want to spend time around them. Cares about others, super friendly, knows a lot of people. That I agree with the knows a lot of people, but I promise you lots of times they think they don't know anybody and then they actually really do. And the last thing on the list is an oil list they can't afford. And isn't that everybody? It's even me. An oil list they can't afford. So those are some builder characteristics. If you have identified some of those already in your first meeting with them, then I would just tell them, before we finish up here, I just wanted to say, I just love how oil obsessed you are. You're such an energizing person to be around. So tell them your builder characteristics that you see in them. You've already told me about 4 people that you've shared with. I really think you'd be a good fit for doTERRA. Have you ever considered earning some extra money by sharing these oils with people, that's it. And you know what? If they say no, awesome. At least you asked. And you know what? The people that say no, like especially the ones that say it really fast, no, they're actually the ones that turn around and do the business more often than not, because they've already thought about it and they've talked themselves out of it. And they'll say no initially, and then they'll come back to you, because what you're going to do is continue this relationship business, and you're going to continue plugging them in and following up with them and creating this dating love affair with them in oils. And they always come back and they say, tell me a little bit more about what you were talking about that one time with the business. Like, can you actually make money in this? And if they say absolutely not, nope, I don't like MLMs, and you're like, totally get it, I was there. Who do you know in your life that would be someone that maybe I could chat with that you think would be good for this business? And then let them give you a referral of somebody. That's where I'm going to grow this year. So I'm going to teach you more about that next year when I've rocked it this year. But that's where I'm growing. Okay, so here's a quiz. How long does doTERRA pay you 20% fast start of someone you enroll? Not 3 months. 60 days. 60 days. So how long do you think you should be really, really engaged with them, making sure that they know about all the products, all the LRP perks? Like, how long would you stay in like constant conversation with them? At least 60 days. That's what I would suggest. And that's where I failed for forever, Molly. That's the wine speaking now. No, I'm just kidding. For sure, forever. For sure, forever. So don't hear what I'm not saying here. But for at least the first 60 days, that is when you are going to be compensated the most for the love affair. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that, right? If they are in love with their oils and they're ordering and spending and buying, that is when you will make the most money off of them. So you owe it to them to be the most engaged with them during that time. So in the first week, you should follow up at least once or twice, because they should be getting their oils, right? So it's like, have you gotten your oils yet? You're excited. You're building this excitement. This box comes, you're like, your oils are here. That's a day that all the emojis are warranted. The little celebration horn, the shocked face, the whatever, like all of them, line them all up. I'm kind of being silly with you guys, but for sure, that is the day that you are excited. Your oils are here. Don't let their oils sit on the shelf for a couple days until they get less busy and open them up. Like they need to be excited to open them up that day. So that's what happens in the first week. Just like overexcitement about what they're getting. Do you guys not still feel that way when you get your LRP box? So sometimes we just forget how exciting it was to open that. Yeah, Gretchen does. I'm like, shut up. My kids are like, Mom, can I open it? Can I open it? Can I pull the little bubbles off? Yeah, you can. I mean, they're still excited. We've been doing this for 3 years. It's very exciting. So that's what you're doing in the first week. And then every week after that, for at least 4 weeks, I would follow up once a week. What have you been loving this week? Tell me what you diffused this week. What's an oil in your kit that you haven't used yet? And then help them find answers for that. And in those first 4 weeks, I would be connecting them on that LDC page like crazy. Do you notice that all of a sudden Kristen Tigas has like, all she does is like, you'll see her name come up because she's tagged somebody, and all of these videos from like 1972, like you're like, whoa, I forgot we did that video. Just kidding. But like all of a sudden they're like popping up because she's tagging. So I'm like, oh, she did a wellness consult with Susan Smith today. I mean, I know she did because that's her strategy. So number one, it connects them to a resource that we've already provided by tagging them in the group. Now, granted, she doesn't just go through and start tagging. This is based on her wellness consult or her membership overview or lifestyle overview, whatever you want to call it. They've discussed certain topics that are really important to this person. And then she's gone back later once she's home, got on the LDC, and then tagged them in the resources that are already available, that have already been put together, so that they realize how amazing of a resource they have right in front of them. So that's the first 4 weeks. And then every every month after that, you should have some kind of event, class, something that they can get connected to. And I would be inviting them. I'd be in communication with at least once a month at minimum with them for the first 6 months. And then by then, you really should have officially completed their love affair dating experience. And by then, like, I don't have to beg you guys to get on the LDC, right? I mean, you just get on and start looking. You're like asking me when the next classes are. So that's how you create that love affair. So during that time, you can be connecting them to your downline. I love introducing them on Facebook. Hey, Stacy, this is that girl I was telling you about. She's so amazing at this. Boom, they're connected. Now they can be communicating. That's one of the best ways to connect them to their downline. So when you're in that membership overview, you're writing all your contact information out. I would include contact information for your downline where you've sponsored them. So your downline is like the builders that are underneath you. So maybe initially you don't have builders or people that are joining you in the business. Eventually you will. And so then you can get them connected to the people that are below you. And then connecting them elsewhere, like we talked about, all through the Facebook pages, maybe Instagram, maybe the doTERRA blog, maybe you're sending them links. You want them to realize how many resources are out there. Remember, you want them to get excited about free product. You want them to get success and results with the oils. That's why you're following up with them, asking them what they're diffusing, what oils they don't know how to use. I almost always, I'll text and say, what have you been using this week? And they're like, actually, I've been sick for 3 days. And I'm like, what oils have you been using? And they're like, nothing. And that is just the perfect time. You have created an opportunity to get back in the dating relationship and you reconnect them to the oils. Oh my goodness, you have On Guard at your house. Get it in the diffuser right now. 4 drops. And you're just reminding them to start using their oils again. You want them to feel supported. You want them to have the excitement. You want them to save money. If you want them to save money, they have to be on the LRP. That's the only way to save money. And then you want them to be connected to company values. So that is getting them to wellness prosperity summits. That's getting them to convention and anything that your upline is hosting. All right, but my last point, and then we'll take some questions here at the end. I'm gonna be a little raw. Will y'all just let me be a little raw for a minute? And you'll forgive me and you won't read between the lines and you won't judge me. Here's my raw thoughts. Go to it, Gretchen. We make this so easy for you guys. We, meaning Kristen and her leaders and people like Tyler, all of us that have been doing this for a little while. When Kristen and I first started, there was no LDC Facebook page. There was no live guides and share guides. There wasn't even an essential life book, you guys. We didn't have one. There was no Symphony of the Cells book. And this wasn't even that long ago. This was only 3 years ago. It is so easy to create a love affair with your enrollments and the oils. It is so easy to get them connected to resources and support. So here are a few things that I think you have to be doing that we've already made so easy for you. You just can't let these opportunities pass you by because you're not aware. Number 1, oil camp. Who has no idea what those words mean? Oil camp. Oil camp. Only one person? The rest of you can't see. I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised that I don't have all of my downline like beating at my Voxer feed for my oil camp spots. I'm telling you, y'all are crazy to not want your people in my oil camp. So here's what happens at oil camp. Since y'all know, maybe I don't even have to explain it. 2 weeks where they get premium access to all of the doTERRA leaders in a private Facebook group. Every day, it's a brand new oil. We're teaching them how to use it. We're linking them to resources, videos, all that kind of stuff. It's intense. It can be overwhelming for sure, but they know immediately how much support they have in our group. And we talk about LRP and we talk about the lifelong vitality. And I just have to say, I feel like my video is pretty convincing because the video goes up and then you see all of their comments. 25 people. They're like, whoa, had no idea. I got to get that on my LRP next month. Whoa, definitely going to be looking into that. I've actually been thinking about supplements. That sounds like a good one for me. Didn't know that omegas could help my thyroid. Like, I'm just saying that was free. That was free education for you to get your person plugged in, and all of a sudden they go, whoa. So last month, we had 5 people from my personal team do oil camp. All of them, y'all, are getting on LRP. All of them. 2 of them are hosting classes for me this month out of 5. That's awesome. It is, Londa. Incredible. 1 of them's considering the business. I've had 3 business builders start from oil camp. You guys, it's a free program that Kristen and I pay for every single month, all of her leaders. So, but I only have 5 spots. So that's why I'm like, how come this thing isn't filled for like a year out? People are like, I got to get this person in. They would love it. If they only got a little bit more education, saw the community, they'd love to do the business. I'm just surprised. And maybe now y'all beat down my door and I'll like, wish I didn't say this, but I just think you should really consider oil camp. Go to the educators page and search oil camp on Facebook. Kristen did a video explaining it all, and I just want you guys to get re-excited about it. Okay, that's easy. That's an easy way to get your team plugged in and get them excited. The next one is a no-brainer, y'all. This book has transformed my business, completely transformed my business. Every oil is in here, and I hear constantly people say, basil, adrenal fatigue? Wow, I would have never thought, but I guess I need basil. Bergamot is for anxiety. I should do that one too. Black pepper, constipation. I know someone with that, so I should get black pepper. I mean, that's the only way those oils are going to end up on the LRP is because they're hearing from a book, a textbook, a resource telling them that that stuff is going to be helpful for them. The Essential Life book, I practically give it away because it pays me back. This book has my back, y'all. There is nobody that has this book on my team that doesn't order at least every 3 months. Maybe they're not on LRP, all of them, but they all order. They don't just disappear into the abyss and never order again. So if you want to ensure that people continue to order, they have to have a resource. It doesn't have to be Essential Life. It could be another resource, but that's one of the best ones I've ever seen. And y'all know what the next one is, right? So Kristen did a video on the Symphony of the Cells. I have no idea why y'all haven't blown up that feed tagging every single human that is on your oil team. I don't know. I don't know why. I haven't either, to be honest, but there is not a person on my team that does not know, at least hopefully, about the Symphony of Cells. Do you know why? Because they look through this and they go, inflammatory protocol, fibromyalgia, no kidding. Lupus, back pain, macular degeneration, my grandma has that. Scoliosis, shingles, no kidding, I just had that last month. Okay, so I need frankincense, melaleuca, wintergreen, aroma touch, lemongrass, white fir, helichrysum, deep blue, and peppermint. Okay. And then boom, they got 10 oils on their wish list, including helichrysum, y'all. It is a no-brainer for your business. Please buy one of these and take it to your wellness consults and just say, here's another resource I just wanted to show you. Totally available to you. Flip through these and see, do you feel like any of these protocols you'd identify with? Because this would be such a great way to really get implemented into the oil world. And then they're going to ask you where you got it, and then they're going to want to buy one. But the thing is, this stuff requires you to spend a little money up front, right? Because you either have to direct them to order it on their own. They probably won't. Or you like order them in bulk, which I do. And I hate putting it on my credit card, y'all, just like everybody else. I just ordered 5 more of these. I didn't appreciate the $65 that went on my card, but I'm going to sell them all. And then they're going to pay me back like tenfold because they're going to create major wish lists. Stacey, you check it out. Angela Christensen just bought one for me. You look at her LRP next month. I promise you it's going to be bigger than this month. It just always is. It always is because they get excited. So that's Oil Camp, Essential Life book, Symphony of the Cells book. Here's one. Y'all ready for this? Shout it out as soon as you think you know what it is. I'm just kidding. A diffuser, right? You're all like, what kind of call is this? This is so crazy important, you guys. I don't like the Family Essentials kit. I don't like it. Do I sell them? Sure. I just sold 2 last month. But I don't like it. Why don't I like this kit? It doesn't come with a diffuser. If I came to your house and stole all of your 14 diffusers, what would y'all feel like? You wouldn't use your oils the exact same way, would you? And you wouldn't go through them as fast. And you wouldn't like just be intoxicated with how amazing essential oils are. Everybody has to have a diffuser. So find a way to get them one. I don't care if they got to order it on Amazon, but just make sure that they get a diffuser in their house, because that is how they fall in love with their oil. And then finally, y'all have to be hosting classes. I don't care if they're just 2 people or they're 10 or they're 20, but I have just decided that my team is going to be fun. Dang it. We're going to have fun. This oil thing is going to be fun. So this month we're doing a bath bomb extravaganza. I'll be honest, I'm an introvert and I'm not really even looking forward to it. If I'm really, really honest, I'd rather just be at home. But I am looking forward to it in the sense that I love when people love their oils and they're going to have so much fun. So yes, I had to order citric acid and the baking soda, and it was a lot of work. And I can't do it every month, and I maybe can't even do it every couple of months because it's a lot of work. But they're going to pay me back for my supplies and they're going to love it. And then I'm going to introduce 4 oils that they probably don't have: Elevation, Serenity, Balance, and Citrus Bliss. And that's what we're going to use in our bath bombs. And then they're going to all go. Even this lady, Barb, on my team just messaged me, what oils are we using? I said those 4. And she goes, I don't have any of those. And I was like, what a bummer. I guess you'll have to order them next month. Like, that's just like you're creating opportunity for them to get excited about new oils. I have done make and take events. I've done customer appreciations. We've done, I did diffuser jewelry parties. All of this is for just my enrolled team. So it's my people. They feel like they're my people because they get to come to special stuff. So I just encourage you to find ways every month, every couple months, every quarter, something like that, to just love on your people, help them fall in love with their oils, be in this dating love affair relationship where they just can't get enough. So every month, you're scared no one would come to a bath bomb extravaganza? Girlfriend, you're going to have wine there. How would they not show up? I know. Doesn't fear just hold us back from everything? It does. From everything. I might only have 7 people there. My team is 630. 650 or something. I don't even know. So what's the percentage? 7 out of 650. So if you had 1 person there, Molly, from your team of 5 or whatever it is, you'd actually have a better percentage of show rate than I would. Okay? I don't care if 1 person shows up. I bet that person will be your customer for the rest of their life. And you only need 3 to earn a $50 bonus. All right. I've gone way intense with you all. Thanks for letting me be a little raw with you. I hope I inspired you. I know I can't do bath bombs online, extravaganzas online. I know some of y'all don't live here, but as you continue to grow your teams, you'll have opportunities to do that no matter where you're at. And as your leaders grow, they will be able to come out and visit you and share the love. So anybody have questions or things they want to chat about? Every single month, I think you should think about 3 things. How am I going to take care of the people that are already on my team? How am I going to keep them in this love affair, keep them excited? How am I going to take care of my builders, the people that have said they want to do the business, the people that are doing the business? How am I going to find new people to do the business with me? Do I have something set up in my schedule to make that happen? And then finally, how am I going to find new people to be engaged with, sharing essential oils and enrolling them? Those are the 3 ways that you move your business forward every month. So today is what, February 6th? Is there anybody that has nothing planned for this month? It used to be me. That's kind of a scary place to be. So there's nothing planned for your business in February. How can we expect to grow? If we're doing this as a hobby, that's okay. Some of us just we love our oils and we're just kind of casually sharing, and that's cool. But if you're like me, where I have this huge why, and my husband works 60 hours a week at retail and likes it, but is going to work on Sundays when he should be with his family at church, and is missing out on other gatherings and working holidays and every other weekend and 4 nights a week, and my kids say, where's my daddy and why does he always work? That's my why. Someday he's going to be this man sitting up in the corner here in his house, and he's going to be like, I just hang out at home because my wife makes all the money. That's my goal. It's just what I want. I want my family to make their own choices on how we spend our time, how we spend our money. I want him to go and do what he wants because I'm doing what I love, and it actually pays me to like let my husband do what he wants. I'm retiring my husband, and that's my goal. Those kind of goals, you can't walk into your month without a plan. You can't. You just can't. And I just have decided there are some months that I'm like, oh, I just wish I could take it off and do nothing because it seems easier at the time. And then my husband goes into work and he doesn't get home till 11 o'clock at night. And then I'm like, nope, I'm back at it. I got to get some stuff in my schedule. How do I take care of the people that are already here? How do I find new people? How do I find new builders and take care of them this month? So we don't really think that, Tyler, that you sit there and do nothing. Is that what we're talking about? What is he doing right now? His mom is there I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. Nah. I think it's great. All right. I talked way too long. We've got just a couple of minutes for questions and then we'll end this out. We have one question. What kind of dog do you have, Molly? A cute one. Bentley. Do you replicate your classes and lists to do each month? Meaning, like, do I repeat classes? I'm assuming you mean. Replicate's a pretty tough word for me to understand. I'm not that smart. I always have an intro class every single month. There's never a month that I'm not going to have an intro to the oils class because I'm just committed that I'm always going to find new people every single month. So sometimes it's online and sometimes it's in person, but I just every single month. Seems like it might get on the same path each time. I'm not tracking with you. Someone want to help me out?
Yeah. Can I just talk?
Yeah, please.
I just was, it sounded like you were kind of reinventing it. You're like, every month I don't want to do it or whatever, but like, do you have kind of a rote thing? Like, I try to do, this class on the first week and that class on the second week. I try, on Tuesdays, I talk to my people below me. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, does it get to be kind of a routine for you that you're doing?
Next week, Laura Glanville is going to lead the call, and she will tell you how to organize your life. That ain't me. I'll just be honest. No, I do fly by the seat of my pants a little bit. That's just kind of my, I had like 21 classes this month or in January. So like, there's no real structure to that. That's just a lot of like going after it. But I hit diamond in January. So it was worth it to me. Because we total up the hours every week and I'm still making $40 plus an hour working my little tail off. But I love it. So yeah, there is a structure in the sense that I almost always have an intro class. I'm always connecting with my new builders. I teach the first 4 classes for all of my new builders. That's kind of what takes a lot of that time. The oil camps are, I'm going to jump to the next question, but I'd love to chat more one-on-one if you want to about that. Otherwise, Laura Glanville is probably the person for you with those questions if you really want to establish a structure. I'm not it, I'll just be honest. Could you post what Facebook pages, Insta pages, Pinterest we should follow? Yeah, I can do that. I better make a note. How do we access the oil camps? That is, it's an exclusive invite that your upline, so it would be like Kristen's top leaders have access to 5 spots every month. So you can access the video explaining oil camp on the educators page, but you won't be able to get into the oil camp without a go ahead from your upline leader. So be in contact with them. Did you host all those classes? No. No, probably 3 a month I host. What do you do when someone never comes to a class after multiple invites but says to keep you in the loop? I'm just always looking for ways. So I have a girl that's been doing that. She lives in Del Rapids, which is a little town outside of Sioux Falls. So I'm going to host a class in Del Rapids. And then it's like, can you come now? I did that in Laverne. There was a lady that kept saying she wanted to come to classes, and then I hosted one in Laverne, and then she still didn't come. And I was like, okay, you could have literally walked to my class now. And she still didn't come. So it was just pretty obvious she wasn't interested, and she was just kind of playing me a little bit. So she'll be interested. Like, I'll maybe invite her again in 6 months, but she's not on the top of my list to invite for sure. I don't know if that helps. How do I keep it fresh? I do have fun stuff. Like my intro classes is never called Intro to Oils. It's called like Sleep Solutions. And then I still talk about the top 10, but it's my sleep solutions with the top 10. It's still an intro class.
Okay, well then take the baby. I'll put her to sleep.
Do I make my own slides for classes? I do. And then I just keep repeating them over and over for new people. Yeah. All of my team classes, I make all that content every month myself. It's the most time-consuming thing that I do, but it has made huge impact on my business.
I'm not kidding. Look at me. Let's do your hair real quick. Yeah, I'm just going to shorten it around the ears.
Londa, set up a one-on-one. Yeah, that's a good idea. The nice brush off. You guys have good questions. I don't know if I have great answers, but that's all I have for you tonight. Tyler, anything else we should for sure cover?
One thing, yes. So just kind of third-party endorsement for Melissa. Melissa really is the best at taking care of her team. And so everyone give extra weight to what she is saying and do what I'm going to do, which is watch this again and actually like do the things you recommend as I go through it. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for hopping on and sharing everything that you have learned, because I know it's definitely been a journey. It wasn't like you were an expert at this in 2014, 2015.
I know, right? So here's the last thing I want to say, because I feel like the reason that I've decided that I'm going to take care of my team well is because I am not a high enroller in the sense that I have 6 to 8 plus enrollments every single month. I'm an introvert. To develop relationships takes a long time for me. And so I know, and I've like hit my warm market like crazy. Like I don't hardly have a friend not enrolled. So we're kind of like at the max of my warm market. I mean, I have 650 people on my team. So I never thought I'd have 6 people on my team. How did I find 650? I don't have a clue. I do. I built relationships. But I have decided that if I'm not going to go after the masses, like if I'm not going to enroll 15 people, if I'm not going to sit in the Dominican Republic because I've enrolled crazy amounts of people, then I better darn well take care of the people that are underneath me in my team. And all of those little people that don't have circles or boxes around them, meaning they're not on the loyalty rewards program, I am after those people until they are like, get away from me, like in the most good, best way. Like nobody doesn't like me. I don't think. I hope not. But I just really want them to know what's available to them. I want them to love their oils like I do. And I'm just really committed to that. So anyway, so many of you are. There's so many things y'all are so good at. This is just one area that I just committed to pretty hard. And it like energizes me. And that's why I keep coming back to it.
One of the things I heard recently was that you should really check in on your customers at least once a month. Just by saying something like, hey, I'm reaching out because I really want to do a better job of keeping in touch and supporting you. How the heck are you?
Yeah.
What things are going on with your concern that you previously had, if you know it.
Yeah.
No matter where you're at your business.
Sorry. This is on a page that I stole it from, so I'm not really taking credit for it.
And at some point your team will get so big that you really can't do that, but that's the beauty of empowering your leaders to connect with the people that are below them and really making that your mission too. So yeah, like when I have a class that's fun, like a bath bomb or like something like that, I actually go back through my tree, my personal enrollments, and I'm like, who haven't I connected with in a long time? Who hasn't gotten excited about oils? Who's not on LRP? Those are the ones I'm inviting first. Those are the ones I'm inviting first.
Or like speed oiling.
Yeah, we're going to do a LDC. So anyone that's local to Sioux Falls, Laura and I are putting on, we're going to open it up to everybody's team, but it's going to be a speed oiling Saturday. So we're going to have like 6 to 10 tables where they can show up anytime between 10 and noon and hit at least 6 to 10 tables. They'll get a punch at each table, but each table will have a different topic, and it'll be like speed dating. Y'all have seen that, but without this awkward, like, silence, conversation, whatever. So there'll be a leader, which we'll all need you guys to participate if you can, where you have a topic. So maybe it's cooking with oils, and you've got 5 minutes to explain cooking with oils, get them excited about that. Then they go to the next table, and it's all about pregnancy, birth, and babies and oils, and they learn all about how to use oils safely with pregnant women. And then the next table is like DIY, and they get the top DIY recipes. And the next table is how to earn free oils, and it's all about hosting a class, and we like explain how easy it is and how much fun it is, and we show them what hostess gifts look like. The next table is how to earn an income with doTERRA, and we get a chance to like talk about the business for the first time maybe for some of them, and they get re-inspired. I'll bring my January paycheck if I have to. I don't know. We're just going to find ways to get people excited about the business. It'll be Saturday, March 3rd from 10 to noon in Sioux Falls, so anybody is welcome. Laura and I are just kind of like playing it out. We've seen some other people do this event, and we just are going to try to make it happen quickly just so that they can still, new people can still qualify for the New Year, New You on that day. That's why we chose March 3rd. But we hope to do one in the summer again and do it even bigger, where if they bring like 5 guests, they get in free, or anyway. This one will be free, but in the future we'd like to charge so we can do some really fun big giveaways and stuff like that. So maybe it'll be an annual thing that we can do, or biannual. We'll see what we got available to us. Maybe it'll totally bomb, and then we'll delete this recording so no one ever knows about it again. We're just not scared to try new things. So, all right, it's 10:02. That is enough. Enough. Another Aroma Touch event. It'll happen, probably not till the summer. I should go get certified, shouldn't I? It's a lot of head nods. That was upsetting. I'm just kidding. All right. Love y'all. Have a good night.